Hey dreamers, this is Jade and I'm finally back in my movie journal. It's been some time since I've been in here. I think back in November when The Harder They Fall came out. But I am finally documenting the movie The Gentleman, and I actually was able to go and see this in movie theaters. It came out on the day that it dropped. It came out January 24th, 2020. So it was a couple of months before the world imploded. So this was one of the last films I got to, probably the last film I got to enjoy in an actual movie theater before all hell broke loose in the world. So you guys know how much I adore Charlie Hunnam and also how much I love Guy Ritchie films. So this was the perfect combination. So there was no way that I was not going to see this movie, as it stars Matthew McConaughey, Charlie Hunnam, Michelle Dockery, and a host of other people. Star-studded cast, I'm telling you. And it's a Guy Ritchie film. Absolutely love Guy Ritchie in the way that he tells a story. Not only the story that he tells, but the way that he tells the story is just absolutely phenomenal to me. And he has a specific style about him. The only one I can say that comes to mind that is pretty different from his usual style is Disney's, what do you call it? The live action Aladdin. It's told a little differently than he usually tells it, even though it still kind of has his spin on it. Um, but usually, what I love about Guy Ritchie and how he tells a story is he has all of these little stories within the biggest story. And once all of it gets pieced together, you're just like mind blown. So, and especially with the British gangster films that he has done in the past. So then was like Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels and Snatch, which was really good. Absolutely love those. And then he did the same style in King Arthur, Legend of the Sword. You guys know I absolutely, that's my favorite movie ever. Comfort movie. If I'm feeling like crap, if I'm not feeling, whatever, I will put that movie on in a heartbeat. I cannot tell you how many times I've watched it. Same with this. It's I have seen this so many times since, even though I went to see it in the theaters, as soon as I was able to get it on DVD, I did. So I have watched it ad nauseum. Getting into what the movie is about, we have Mickey Pearson, aka Michael Pearson, played by Matthew McConaughey, who is an American expatriate who became rich by building a highly profitable marijuana empire in London. When word gets around that he's looking to cash out of the business, it soon triggers an array of plots and schemes, including bribery and blackmail from shady characters who want to steal his domain. You guys, when I tell you the shenanigans in this movie, first of all, the players. We have Big Dave, who kind of kicks off the foolishness. He basically got snubbed by Mickey at something, so he decided he wants to do an expose on him, and he hires Fletcher. Fletcher is the most weaselly, seedy character of the entire movie, but he is also one of the most entertaining. And he hires Fletcher basically to dig up dirt on Mickey so he can do an expose on him. But Fletcher decides that he wants to flip it and blackmail Mickey and get even more money than he was going to be paid for doing the job for Big Dave. So Fletcher ends up approaching Raymond Smith, played by Charlie Hunnam, who is actually Mickey Pierce's, basically his right hand man and his muscle, with this scheme of his. And he proceeds to tell this story and basically inform Raymond about all of the information that he has gathered regarding Michael, who he is engaging to buy his business, other players that are kind of tug of warring into wanting to buy this business, and all of the foolishness and the shenanigans that happen as a result of Mickey wanting to sell his business to retire. Now, Mickey is officially engaging Matthew, played by Jeremy Strong, to buy his business. Now, Matthew not only is interested in buying the business, but of course, in buying the business, he wants to know exactly how it works because he knows it's not just some simple thing, and he's wondered all of these years how the hell Mickey has been able to build this big empire of this marijuana empire, and nobody knows how he does his business. And so with Mickey engaging Matthew, he does slowly start to reveal how he does his business. And then other things start happening. So then there's Dry Eye, and who, when word gets out that Mickey wants to sell, he decides he wants to buy the business, and he tries getting to Mickey through his wife, which proves to be not very smart on his part, because the one thing Mickey Pearson does not play about in this entire movie is his wife. Don't play with his wife, point blank and period. Now, as a result of this kind of crazy tussle between the players, Dry Eye and Matthew and Fletcher trying to bribe, we see the coach, played by Colin Farrell, inadvertently drawn into this mess. Also, because of his little crew that he has called the Toddlers, which are wholly entertaining in and of themselves. And so, yeah, the coach ends up having to assist Raymond with some things as a result of something his crew ended up doing. So we see his character and Raymond's character link up a few times, and I absolutely love all of their scenes together. They are hilarious, especially I can't even say because it was spoiled. I'm not even gonna say it, but just know that the coach and Raymond, or either Colin Farrell and Charlie Hunnam, their on-screen chemistry together is top notch. And also, can we one time for Charlie Hunnam and Hugh Grant together, their characters, which is a main part of the story, is the storytelling between Fletcher's the character Fletcher and Raymond Smith. And that whole deal is just brilliant and so entertaining and so engaging, that I love them together. And Raymond, absolutely my favorite character. You guys knew he was going to be anyway. But what I love about Raymond's character is how precise and how meticulous he is. Now, don't get me wrong, Raymond has boundaries, and he's not afraid to express his feelings about certain situations to his boss. However, whatever that is and whatever is going on, Raymond is going to get his job done. He's going to do his job, and he's going to do it very well. And the people that assist him absolutely love them as well, Bunny and Dave. And this is not to be confused with Big Dave. Raymond has the patience of Job, dealing with these characters, trying to one up him and get one over on him and everything. And you can you can tell when he gets fed up, because he just indicates it with one word, and that's usually right. And once he says right, I think you need to watch yourself, because he's done with the foolishness. Okay, so Raymond is just a very interesting character to me, because he is this very well dressed, button up guy. Like I said, does his job very well, very succinct, very precise, and kind of a little bit preaches about like self-love and good vibes and stuff like that, but definitely has to deal with some very kind of dark stuff. So yeah, I'm very, very fascinated by his character. But I can say, every single character in this movie I enjoyed immensely. The his wife Rosalind, she is a phenom in and of herself. I love the fact that my girl, first of all, the way that she dresses, like her whole style, I love it. She's no nonsense. She is not here for people's bullshit. And that I also love the fact that she owns and operates her own auto repair, like luxury, I would say, auto repair company. And so, yeah, she's just like this boss babe, and she's trying to, guide her husband, and she's letting him know, like, hey, this may or may not be a good idea. You need to watch your back with all of this stuff that goes on. And I think that's a big part of the reason why Mickey loves her so much, because she does support him in what he wants to do, but she's also cautious and wary, and she's gonna let him know that, hey, you might need to think about this a little further, because it could start some fires, it and all kinds of foolishness. So yeah, love Rosalind. So overall, phenomenal film. Absolutely loved it. It was a very triumphant return for Guy Ritchie to the British gangster film that he was belovedly known for in the past. So yeah, if it's a Guy Ritchie film or a Charlie Hunnam film, I'm probably definitely going to watch it. Absolutely love this. I hope you guys give it a try if you have not seen it for yourself already. I know I was trying to talk about this without spoiling anything for anybody. So if it doesn't make sense now, perhaps what I'm saying will make sense if you actually watch the movie. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. I'm going to sign off. If you like this content, then please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing. I hope everyone has been safe and well. You guys know that any materials I use in the making of this spread, if I can find a link for it, you will find it below in the description box. And I will catch you all in the next video. Bye.